Hello everybody, this is Maarten Wetselaar in Davos, wrapping up a very intense 4 days of the World Economic Forum. It was organized against the backdrop of a number of crises happening at the same time. A security crisis with the war in Ukraine, an energy crisis, a food crisis, an inflation crisis and a recession looming. But I must say, today, Friday, I'm leaving more optimistic than when I arrived on Monday. And there's a few reasons why. First of all, it looks like in Europe we're going to avoid a recession. In Spain, economic growth is still about 2%. Employment goes up, unemployment continues to go down, and energy prices have somewhat stabilized for now. And so the environment, compared to what we thought it would be by now, is actually a lot more constructive. Also, in the US, they have announced the Inflation Reduction Act, promising very, very significant support for renewables, for green hydrogen, for biofuels, for clean electricity. And in response, the European Union this week announced that it was going to do in this quarter the Net Zero Industry Act, promising comparable incentives to the industry and to companies like us. And these developments will all help keep that optimism going. Now it is important to realize that it's fragile. We still have the conflict in Ukraine that is volatile and could go in many directions and disrupt this current equilibrium. We have China coming out of COVID, which is of course a good thing over time, but it will add to the demand for gas, demand for oil, and could put energy crisis coming back up. And finally, the Russian product sanctions are still coming through in February and could still disrupt the situation further. So it's fragile, but it's better than we expected. I've been able to meet with heads of government. President Sanchez had a meeting with President Ursula von der Leyen. I've been meeting with industry colleagues, with customers, and every time in those meetings we get very positive feedback on the strategy. The banks want to fund it, the customers want to buy from us, and our colleagues want to partner with us. So I think we're onto something with Positive Motion in CEPSA, creating a new system of energy and a new system of mobility for Europe. So I leave Davos more determined than ever to continue our drive, to accelerate our strategy, and to be part of the solution to the energy crisis and to multiple crises in Europe and in the world.